Hello, Academy families. As you can imagine, we are steadily working on our evolving response to the rise of the COVID-19 virus around the world and around our country. This work involves a lot of reading, listening, learning from authorities, from other schools, from each other and community members. It also involves decision-making, scenario planning, and communicating as new information comes our way. You've been reading about this in messages from the school, but I'd like to take this opportunity to talk more broadly about what might be coming. First, the safety of our community members is the prime directive. It appears that the virus lets some people off more easily than others, but each infected person increases the probability that the virus will make it to others who are more susceptible to more severe consequences. We all know folks who sometimes have a "I can handle this" or "I'm not worried" attitude towards risk, but in this situation, we need to be thinking about the risks to all those in our families and friendship circles as we make individual decisions. At moments like this, we all need to focus on the community as much as we focus on ourselves. In the words of our submitter bench outside, do something for someone else. Do it today. With the health of everyone in the community in mind, our decision-making is going to be conservative, leaning towards caution. We've already canceled our international trips, and there's a good chance that other activities will be canceled as new information becomes available. We aren't yet issuing a blanket cancellation of school-sponsored trips, but that could be coming, perhaps with the exception of our ex-ed trips, as they appear to pose fewer possibilities for contracting the virus than other activities. The biggest decision that might come our way is whether we should close school. This decision could be made by others for us, but we could also go it alone. There are studies from the past that show that school closures do indeed help inhibit the spread of contagion, and I'm sure that public health officials are considering this in their decision-making. Since we might have to close, we're actively working on a plan which would support students in their learning from a distance. The plan will have 2 or 3 phases that will allow both teachers and students to adapt to learning in a different fashion. I can say with some certainty that we bumps in the road and unintended consequences as the plan unfolds, but we'll make fixes as we go along. Again, health and safety is the most important concern. But getting students through this academic year of work and getting our seniors to graduation is an important secondary goal. We'll share specifics of this plan if and when a closure becomes more probable. For now, our faculty members are training, our technology specialists are working on logistics, and if needed, we'll be ready to guide our students into the plan at a thoughtful pace. Another pressing concern is spring break travel. I know that those of you planning to travel or considering infection risk will also wondering whether you might end up stranded if flights are canceled or borders are closed. Some flights might be canceled before you even start your trips. If you travel, there comes a greater risk that you'll be exposed to the virus or a greater risk that you'll have to self-quarantine for a time before returning to school or work. The risk here, beyond health concerns, is the disruption this could cause for your family and for our school. So we'll be asking families to self-report about travel and to take the appropriate steps with self-quarantine as needed. We'll be guided by the Department of Health in this regard. This is important. We have to count on everyone in the community communicating well and taking appropriate and responsible action if somehow they come in contact with the virus. I'm not attempting to cover all possible topics in this video, but the steady stream of information in the school will continue. Please stay in touch with our messages and consult the frequently asked questions on our website on a regular basis. One last topic, the specific health-related practices we're conducting on campus. It starts with personal decisions about washing hands and contact with others, along with increased pace of cleaning we're doing on campus. This will continue and intensify, depending on the circumstances at hand. One more thing of utmost importance, we're counting on community members to stay home if they're sick. We all run into folks who say, "What an overreaction, this isn't such a big deal," or "This is catastrophic, it's going to change our way of life dramatically." Both of these statements convey a certainty that I just don't see. So we have to plan for the worst and hope for the best, a situation that every individual and organization in every era has to consider at times. As I talk to my head of school and National Association friends, we're sharing the challenge of this moment. We're learning from each other. This is one of the greatest benefits of being a founding member of the Global Online Academy and having strong ties with other independent school national organizations. I'm also in touch with our next head of school, Julianne Puente. Her boarding school in Jordan faces a considerable challenge given the globally diverse students it serves. No surprise. She's facing the challenge head-on with a vibrant and tireless leadership for which she's known. Thank you for your support of the health of our entire community, along with your flexibility and thoughtfulness, as we work together on this in the days and weeks ahead.